Hey guys, it's Minish, and today I got a good one for you. So for those who don't know, the Ditto strategy has gone in update. Once again, the no-lifes who play this game have made it better for us until MMO decides to fight back and nerf every free-to-play method like they do, right? So this strategy is predicated off Snorlax and heavy balls, right? For those who do not know how to get a heavy ball, you're going to go onto the GTL, you're going to search black apricorn, and black has a real weird spelling for whatever reason, for anyone who's getting gatekept by spelling, and you're going to see black apricorns for sale at 2,200. I know what two of you are thinking in chat right now. Wow, Minish, weren't these just 1,200 the other day? Yes. Some asshole just keeps buying them out. And, you know, shame on this individual. He's making the game worse for everybody. And, you know, he deserves a special spot in hell, right? We all can agree on that. That's just a horrible thing to do, especially to punish newer players, right? Another thing you can search is also like heavy balls. Right? You can search like heavy balls, and as long as they're selling at a decent price, you can make money that way. The thing to remember with black apricorns, right, is it's going to be a 500 per fee. So those 2,400 is going to be about 2,900, right? So you're going to be taking a little bit of a loss. Now, why would anybody be willing to pay that, right? We talked in our last video about the cost of once you get going on the repeat balls being $1,250. Right? $1,250, anyone with basic common sense will tell you 2,900 is a lot more expensive, right? It is the 100% guaranteed catch rate. I'll repeat that again. It is the 100% guaranteed catch rate. All right, guys, so here we are, and in the interest of making this game friendly for the poors who don't have 655 million just lying around that's not currently invested, we are making discount Snorlaxes. And a discount Snorlax is an unnatured level like 30 attack IV, may have a 1 defense IV instead of a 0, right? You're going to just make some quick breeds, and depending on the nature, you have a couple options. And I had my friend Yugi, who is a fellow streamer right here, really cool dude, love him, doing the math for me, and I took complete advantage of him. So if you guys want to give him some luck, he's the one who calculated the IVs for me. But here we have a little couple options. So if you guys don't want to hit the traditional 31, 0 defense, adamant, or whatever nature you inquire, this gives you a bit of a range. So if you have a little access or you want to take a chance on certain natures getting rolled, it gives you a little bit more flexibility. I'll link this in the description below on what your EVs are going to need to be in certain circumstance, right? So effectively, you want to make it so you can't kill your mons, or make it so the likelihood is like 99% likely that you are not going to kill with payday. So that way, when you do pay this 2,900 for your heavy balls, you're getting 400 back in attack, right? The one drawback versus this of my other method is you're going to have to be combining your payday PP, and because that's going to be used for DPSing as well as paydaying itself, versus if you're using false swipe and you're using payday independently of each other like the other strategy, which is still extremely viable, especially from the rising cost of heavy balls, you are still going to be using the old strat. So here we are. We followed the document. We made our little brokey Snorlax because I'm poor as hell, always taking donations, by the way. And we made the EV spread as the document provided. And this was the IVs we happen to roll off our cheap discount breed, right? And also make sure to take nature into account. In this case, it's a relaxed one. So what are we missing here? We're missing the moves. No way. But Minish, where do I get Captivate, Refresh, and Payday? I don't know how to buy things, Minish. I'm a stupid idiot. Well, guess what? You're good, because here we are in Sinnoh Vilestone, and we're going to go pick up those TMs, so you don't have to get scammed off the GTL by people listing them and overpricing. Cool. So here we're going to go to the 3rd floor. I always go to the top way because those guys have been giving me trouble in other recordings, and they always block, right? But here we're going to go to the top lady who sells the normal moves. And what do you know? Oh my gosh, this is our one-stop shop. We're going to go ahead and we're going to buy enough Captivate because that's not going to work, right, on us. And then we're going to buy some Paydays. right? This is where you should always be buying paydays. Wow. Okay. We already learned yawn. Make sure you learn yawn via leveling, right? And then we're going to learn refresh, which starts with an R. Where do you know? And where are you? Recycle works. We'll do recycle. So recycle will have the same effect, so we're just going to buy 15 recycles. That works too. Okay, and this is where we get our moves. On to the next stop. Actually, no, just kidding. Just to make sure you guys understand how to teach your moves to go this level of idiocracy and make sure it doesn't happen, here we're going to go payday. We're going to teach payday to him. Bam, he learns payday. And then we're going to teach him refresh. Wow, we're doing it. Oh, we'll do recycle, actually. We'll do recycle. Wow, insane. And then we're going to go ahead and last move we need to learn him is going to be captivate. Insane. There we go. All good to go. And last but not least, do not forget 2 PP Max. You can get these on the GTL. Bam. Wow. And then we're going to PP Max. What do you think? Yawn and payday. So yawn and payday. Easy. Alright guys, so now we're in the last leg of our journey. We have our Snorlaxes. They're level 100. They're properly EV trained. Remember the ones I'm using are specifically for Hoenn. Again, if you're doing Johto, you're kind of wasting your time. But we have the PP Max proper moved and everything's good. Now, we need to turn our Apricorns in, right? It's going to be this house and Azella and Johto, right? This is going to be the dude. Turns them in for 500 each. You can do bulk order. And if you aren't wanting to waste all your money on the GTL, and this is something I hope you guys do, so I'm not just driving up the price of Apricorns, that's not my intention, go check out my boy Be The Snow's video. I'll put this in the video description below, right? Be The Snow's has been an awesome person and a good friend of mine. And if you hate me, I hate him actually. You should watch him despite me. So now we're going in here, right? We're going to talk to the dude. He's going to go, oh my God, you're giving me Apricorns. And then we go craft. Black Apricorns. We have 1,700. That's okay. And then we'll get the 1,700 for a total of... and then that gives us a couple of heavy balls, and it's just that easy. If you are looking to farm them, again, I do recommend, especially with the price getting driven up by me and a bunch of other people, go ahead and use Be The Snow's guide, but that's all for this leg, and then we're just going to go over the process. Alright, finally we can show off the process. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take our Snorlaxes, we're going to give them all leftovers. I'm sure they're happy about that being Snorlaxes, right? Very appropriate, right? This is just going to give you a little bit more sustainability from the damage you might take after the turn that it transforms. And we're just going to go in to Hoenn. For anyone who doesn't know, this is right here, around 114. You're going to fly to Fall Arbor. You're going to come into here. This is post-game, so if you haven't beaten the game, you are cooked. You need to go beat Hoenn anyway. Remember, if you don't beat a region fast enough, you will be shiny locked because we live in a game society that makes me want to cry. So, we see a Whismur. Oh my gosh. It's a Whismur. No one's ever seen this before. Cool, right? An argument some people might make is pro Smokeball, but you're never going to be running away because you're going to be killing everything, and the second you run out of payday PP, you're going to be moving it to the back. And remember, the only thing you're losing is a couple frames, and a 400 rebate every turn is going to add up. It's one of the reasons why heavy balls are as nice as they are, right? And we've already done the damage calculations, so the highest IV Loutred is going to die. You don't have to worry about that. But once we see a Ditto, we'll have the full package. Just going to keep this clip nice and honest, give you the actual experience. You can see the money you're making, so you're never wasting your time. You're just making money every turn. And then, you have the 100% catch rate once we get to decide that Dittos exist. This account has the worst luck ever, so here we are, right? Bam. For those wondering why I'm not using my main account, it's because my main account is not going to do any encounters at all. But for instance, right now we're going to be using Yawn. It's going to take this turn. Yawn will put it to sleep the following turn. It's going to transform into us. It's going to get every single one of our IVs minus HP, right? It uses yawn on us. Who cares? Because we're going to have the 100% catch rate the turn after. We're going to hit it into low health because our calculations are correct. It is asleep. We're going to go ahead and go into the heavy ball for the 100% catch rate. And with the current rate of Dittos being 5k a piece and the potential to get a shiny Ditto and all these other things, the heavy balls and this strategy is super viable, and it's that simple, right? My other strat is still great, especially if the value of apricorns explodes to the point where the strat becomes non-reasonable, right? There's also the possibility that Pokemmo takes away every good strategy we have, just like the Vaporeon strat. They might decide this is too much, but for the meantime, this is probably the most efficient Ditto catching, because at the end of the day, wasted time is loss of money. So make sure you guys invest in yourselves, get this strategy going, and good luck, and farm me some black apricorns. Peace, bye, love y'all.